Hey friends, welcome back to another flight time video with me, Andy. Hope you're all doing well. And today we're going to be tying another great grayling and brown trout pattern for that matter actually. And I'll hold one up and that's what we are going to be tying. One of these little sexy things. So the hook we've got on the vise here, this is a number 14. This is a Troutline Demon SD320. And we've got a 3.5mm again Troutline tungsten slotted bead in copper. The thread we're going to be using is Textreme. This is an 8/0 in light brown. Now I'm going to start this thread just behind the bead. I'll tell you what I'll do for you guys. I'll make sure I leave the websites for Troutline and I don't know, whoever else I use the materials from in my description. I'll try and get that sorted because I'm terrible for doing stuff like that. Just so you guys can go and have a look if you want any materials I'm using in the videos. So yeah, anyway. Okay, so we've rammed the thread down, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to tie some of this. This is the next material. This is Glow Bright Floss. This is number 4. I was just seeing if I had an excess piece laying on my desk. I don't think I do. I think I've used. Oh, I do have an excess piece. Boom! Yeah! Woo! Don't have to waste any now. So I don't like cutting stuff off. I usually have like materials, bits and bobs on my desk, or actually in a pot on my desk. So I've just tied that in and pulled it back just to make sure the excess isn't too long. And now we're just taking our thread back. What I do is I go very slightly onto the bend. Very slightly. And now we can tie in our next material. You can use hare's mask or any material you want. This one is grey squirrel. Again, I got this patch from, I actually did get this patch from Troutline. I haven't seen it on there. I don't know whether I've missed it on there, but I got a patch from, I'm sure it was Troutline I got the patch from. And then I cut all the fur off and put it into a bag. But this is grey squirrel. Hare's mask will work exactly the same. So will fox squirrel, pine squirrel. You want anything that's got lots of nice like guard hairs in it. For me, I think that's very important. You get that nice guard hairs in there. Is it guard hairs? I don't know. But anyway, we're going to dub this in. So we've dubbed that on. And then what we can do is just wind it round. What you'll find is this kind of slight little gaps in the dubbing. It's just the way the grey squirrel dubbing is, and then great like a nice little tapered section on there, so it looks good. So it's nice and tapered. And now what I do with this floss is I twist it in my hand a little bit just to get it like slightly tighter, compact, and then I'll do 2 turns at the back just to get like a little red tag on there, and then come through the body. And then just turn over the top, turn in front, do that 2 or 3 times to make sure the rib is secure. Trim off the excess, and I'm going to put the excess again back down because I'll use that again for another fly. Now, we're going to tease some of these hairs out, but the most important thing is not to go back, because what that'll do is you might slip your rib. So what you do is come forward and backwards and come underneath. Just turn the fly around the other way. Just pull some of these guard hairs out. Because I like it nice and bushy and messy looking. Like that, just nice and scruffy. That's what you want. As you can see, the rib has stayed in place. But if you go down over, sometimes you can pull your rib out and cause a few problems for yourself, which you don't really want those problems. You could definitely do without those problems. Now, next step. What we're going to do is we're going to grab, sorry, I was just checking to make sure what I used on the head, I couldn't remember. What we're going to use is some black, here it is, some black ice dub. So the ice dub I use, again we're using this Troutline UV ice dub in black. Just need a very small amount, you don't need much. Because we just want basically a little contrast of colours. So you just want a small little amount. I'm going to actually pull some of that off because I didn't want that much. And that should be perfect. Slide that up. And then just do your little collar on there. So there's your little black collar on there. That's all you need. Don't need anything there. It's just basic contrast of colours. Come in, I've got a little bit of varnish on the thread. Grab your whip finish tool. Come in. There's a 5-turn whip finish. Grab a pair of scissors. And then boom, just trim off your excess. And there you go. There you have it. There is your little bug. This one will really work well. Give it a go. This winter you'll definitely catch fish, as long as the rivers aren't ruined. Fingers crossed we get a better winter this year than we did last year, because obviously it just rained all winter, ruined the winter's fishing. So yeah, thank you very much for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it. Woo, and I'll see you on the next video.